Cameroon does not only have a job problem, Cameroon has an opportunity recognition problem. Many graduates that come from the university, they graduate from schools, different schools around the country, and they are actually trained to look for jobs rather than looking for problem to solve, looking for skills to build and develop and acquire, and looking for markets to provide services and goods to. That is really our main problem in Cameroon. And so, if you're listening to this video right now and you're from Cameroon or you're from any country in Africa or even here in the United States, I have a good news for you. If you are in this second category, if you are a graduate from the university and you have applied for jobs again and again and again and again, and you're even tired, you're exhausted, you're stressed up, you're going through depression and anxiety after applying for jobs for so long, 2 years after graduation from university, 3 years after upon graduation from the university, 4 years, 5 years down the line, and you're still not employed. I think I have good news for you. I have good news for you. And if you're just joining us right now, my name is Oliver Nshom. And in the few minutes, I'm going to walk you down 5 economies that if you situate yourself right now in any of them, you will become a big brand, you become a big name, you become a big deal if you are living in Cameroon, like in any other country of the world. And so, if you take note of these things I'm going to be discussing with you, I want to assure you that your life will never remain the same. So, if you're watching this video and after you're done, if this video makes sense to you, I will recommend you share it or copy the link and share to somebody who needs to hear this. It could be your brother, your friend, your roommate, your sister, whoever, an old classmate who is still struggling. If this video really makes sense to you after you've listened to it, I will encourage you to share with somebody who needs to hear this. And so, what are the 5 economies that any graduate or anybody looking for a job right now, if they situate themselves there, they'll be able to become a big deal in the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, moving forward? The first of such economy that I want to talk about very quick is what we call the content economy. Content economy. Now, there is a difference between the content economy and the knowledge economy. Okay? Those are two different things. I want to talk about the content economy. Right now, as I talk, we have young people in Cameroon that they literally have just the high school graduate. They are just high school graduate. They have just a high school diploma. Some have HND, some have bachelor's degrees, some don't even have up to masters before PhD. And as I talk right now, they are killing it. They're not doing it small time. They already run Facebook pages as bloggers that gives them hundreds of thousands of CFA every single month. And they're able to provide food to their families. They're able to take care of themselves and their relatives and whoever is under their leadership. How is that possible? That's the power of the content economy. So, with the content economy, it's just about creating content. It's about creating content in anything that you know. A little bit like you can actually start your TV station today with your Facebook page and just begin to share stories of things that are happening, breaking news in your community. You don't have to do that across all the regions. In your community, in your region alone, you'll be able to have people who will love to listen and follow that content you're so they can get news and update from that. And the more you are consistent with that, as you continue to do that, guess what? People will begin to trust you. And when people begin to trust you, businesses, opportunities and doors will begin to open. But for that to happen, you must understand that work comes before wages. Okay? Work comes before salary. That for you to be paid, you will not expect yourself to be paid within the first month or within the first 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. You should put at least 6 months plus before you will be expecting to have some initial breakthroughs. Okay? Before some opportunities begin to unravel themselves to you. So you have to put in some work. And do not just go ahead and start doing this without getting this second thing I want to talk about. Before you do that, I want you to meet with an expert, somebody who is already doing this and succeeding. Because you can't run away from expert knowledge. You can't run away from consulting. Okay, you can't run away from meeting with people who are already doing it. Like they say, mentorship is so powerful. Somebody says the other day that there is power in the gray hairs. You know, ChatGPT will not give you everything you need. Claude will not give you everything you need. Gemini will not give you everything you need. Copilot will not give you everything you need. There is knowledge in gray hairs. People that were in this world before you, people that they were in your profession before you, people that they were in blogging before you. That's the gray hair. Get to them, consult with them. And to consult with them, you may have to pay them a fee. You may have to pay them some money. Ask them questions, and they will teach you the algorithm and how it works and how you can be able to leverage on it strategically. That is one of the ways that will make you to grow faster. So you don't just go and you claim you know everything. Go and ask questions from those who are winning, from those who are nailing it, from those who are killing it already. And when they give you the answers, learn from them and then apply those principles, those hacks, those strategies in your own content as you create it. Because we have what we call content economy. And right now, as I talk in Cameroon, a lot of people are already making a lot of money just from the content they create. Okay, so if you are still having your CV, it is high time you start thinking about deploying yourself into this to see what comes out of that. The good thing is that we're living at a time that a lot of people that left before us, they never had the opportunity to live in a time like this one. So it is a privilege. If you are breathing right now, if you are living right now, it is such a huge privilege for you to be alive at a time like this, at a generation like this, at an era like this, or in an era like this. It's such a privilege, and you should not still say that you don't have a job. You should not still say that you are struggling financially while you are living at a time such as this, where technology and the internet has provided us all the blessings that we've ever craved and yearned for. And the only thing for you to do, guess what, is to act. Take action bit by bit, decision by decision, move by move. And before you notice, things will gradually begin to change for your good. And so, the second economy I want to talk about here and where there is money in Cameroon is what we call the knowledge economy. Like I said, there is a difference between knowledge and content. When it comes to content, you're talking about other people's things. You're telling other people's stories. You're telling other people's events. Okay, like bloggers do a lot of content. You are literally saying that, hey guys, this thing happened yesterday, this thing happened last month, this is what's happening today, this is what is going to be happening tomorrow, this is what happened in this country, in this country, in this region, in this town, in this campus, in this institution, in this church, in this organization. That is literally content. But knowledge is different. When it comes to knowledge, what you're literally doing is that you are teaching people a skill. You are teaching people something that you know that they might not know. So you're walking them through a process of acquiring skills, acquiring knowledge, acquiring wisdom. And so it has to do with what maybe you're listening to me right now, you are an agri technician. Maybe you're listening to me right now, you're a physics teacher. Maybe you're listening to me right now, you are a mathematics teacher, you are an English teacher, you are a literature teacher. How can you be able to make some impact and provide guidance and lessons and trainings to people from what you're doing right now as a physics teacher, as an agri engineer? Simple. This is the knowledge economy. What do? Structure your teaching in 2 minute videos, in 3 minute video, in 5 minute video, in 10 minute video, in 12 minute videos. And then you can come live every single week on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, and then share just one aspect of what you know to people. Don't ask them to pay you, just share the knowledge. Come, share the knowledge. Come, share the knowledge. Share personal stories of anecdote, how you're using the knowledge and how it's helping you. Keep on showing up. You do that for a month, you do that for 2 months, you do that for 3 months. Before you go to the fourth, fifth, 6th month, you notice people will start showing up for you. People will start mm, asking you questions. People will start wanting to learn from you. And that is how you actually monetize your knowledge in this dispensation. You don't have to say you're broke. You don't have to say you don't have a job. You don't have to say that you're struggling if you're living in this era. The only thing you have to say is that I need a good internet connection. And so I need someone who can hold my hand and mentor me and coach me to start doing this, because the world has opened up for us. Is if you're living in any part of the world where you have access to your phone, to your laptop, you don't have to complain about anything. All you have to do is to act on these 5 things I'm sharing. But number one, I talked about the content economy. Create content about things that are happening around your community, other people are doing. People will love to consume that kind of content. Teach people about something. That's the knowledge economy. What are you good at? Are you good at teaching people public speaking like what I do? Are you good at coaching people on public speaking? Are you good at leadership? Are you good at geography? Are you good at mathematics? Are you good at physics? Are you good in agriculture? Just teach people. And when you start teaching people, don't charge them. Just do it for free. I remember when I started my speaking career in 2010, I did that for so many years, almost 10 years. I was never paid. I kept on doing that. I kept on doing that. And eventually, people began to pay me. And today I do presentation and I train in different organizations around the world, and I'm paid to speak in conferences all around the world. That is because I showed up and people began to see me all the time. That consistency always beget trust, and trust beget business. All right. So when you start, don't stop. Don't bother about excellence or quality. No, just do it. Just show up. Just show up consistently. Show up again and again and again. All right. You may not start with a ring light. You may not start with a MacBook. You may not start with a very good smartphone. You just have to start. Just start where you are. And stop asking, oh, I wish somebody give me this. Oh, I hope somebody gives me this. No, don't wish. Just start with what you have. No matter how your phone is, just begin with that. One day, when you look behind, 90 days, okay, 3 months from now, when you look behind where you started, you will only say, I'm happy I began this. I'm grateful I began this. I'm grateful that I did not give up. That is what, friend, will help you. Instead of sitting and folding your arms and complaining and giving excuses and blaming the ecosystem, the government, your uncles, your parents, your even siblings, your siblings. That's crazy. That's bullshit. Don't do that. Figure out a way to begin creating your content. Figure out a way to start being part of the people benefiting from the billions of money right now in the knowledge economy. And the next thing I want to talk about, the next economy I want to talk about here is the digital economy. Okay, we talked about the content economy, we talked about the knowledge economy. Let's talk about the digital economy right now. So, what's the digital economy all about? Digital economy now is about digital skills. Okay, digital skills. Now, when we talk about digital skills, we could be talking about computer programming. We could be talking about graphic designing. We could talking about cloud computing. We could be talking about networking. All right, we have a lot of graphic designers out there that they don't know who else is looking for a graphic designer. We have a lot of website developers there that they don't know who else is looking for a website. As a graphic designer, as a digital marketer, how are you getting your clients? All right. This is actually something that you can leverage and it and make a lot of money. All right. So how do you do this? You have to identify individuals who are struggling to build their Facebook pages, who are struggling to build brands. And then if you know they have knowledge, volunteer and work with them for the first month, second month, third month. I bet you by the time you're completing the third month, if they're not paying you already, if you're doing a great job, they will put you on the payroll. Trust me, they will put you on the payroll. I had a lot of young people that reach out to me from Cameroon, from Philippines, from different parts of the world, from India. They reach out to me. They volunteered in some programs I was working on, and then eventually they became staff. They just started by volunteering. Come to think about that. If they folded their arms and sat home, started complaining and giving excuses, they could have ever had the opportunity, you know, to do such work with some of our teams and projects. So the digital economy is a big deal right now as we talk. Okay. So whatever digital skills you have, there's a way you can monetize that. And for that monetization to happen, you have to show up. Reach out to people on LinkedIn, reach out to people on Facebook, reach out to people, especially on LinkedIn. Reach out to brands on LinkedIn, to individuals on LinkedIn, and ask how can I be of help to you. Don't put money first because many people get disappointed when money don't show up. So look for problems to solve, look for ways to add value because there is no way in this era that you can add value to people, to a community, and then you are not compensated. There's no way people can ignore you when you have good value. When your value is visible and is so clear, there's no way you wouldn't be compensated for that value. So focus on value, not on money, and the money will eventually just show up. Okay. So digital economy is a big deal. And let's go to the fourth category, which is what I will call the distribution economy. Hmm, the distribution economy. What does that mean? YouTube is a distribution economy. Facebook is another distribution platform. YouTube is a distribution platform and a channel. TikTok, mm, Instagram is equally a distribution platform. So how can you benefit from these distribution platforms or economy? For instance, let's take YouTube for instance. If you consistently create quality content on YouTube, if you hit 1,000 subscribers and you have just 4,000 watch hours for the past 1 year or 365 days, YouTube is going to begin paying you. So you can employ yourself through YouTube platforms just by the quality of the content you create and the people that consume this content. So if you have anything like we saw in point two on knowledge economy that you can teach people, that you can share, distribution platforms are available to host you. And a lot of people might not have anything to teach. They might not have the digital skills. They might not even have the content creation ideas. But there's what we call faceless videos. So you can actually, there's a way you can create faceless videos on YouTube that they will just teach people on random things. Pick a niche. It could be unemployment. It could be employment. It could be job creations. It could be agriculture. It could be how to get a job after graduation. If you have ideas on that, just do your faceless YouTube videos and people watch them, and that's how you build a system that will continuously finance you, that will continuously pay you, that will continuously empower you financially. So that is it for the distribution economy. And the final thing is what we call the problem solving economy. Like I said, most of our universities they train us to graduate, look for jobs, and then settle down. Whereas what we are really supposed to be trained on is how do we solve problems. And so look around your community, look around your neighborhood, look around your society, look around your country, around your continent, around your world, and ask yourself this question: what are the problems that they are available? And how do you know the problems that are available? What are the people complaining about? What are the people complaining about? That's how you know that there's a problem somewhere. When people complain a lot. So when people complain a lot in your community or in your country, don't join them to complain. Ask yourself, what can I do about this? What can I do about this problem? What can I do about this thing? And that is how you identify problems. Let me give you a good story here, a case study. Russell Branson is a British entrepreneur, Richard Branson. Richard is an amazing entrepreneur. He's the founder of an airline. He actually owns an airline. So he never had plans to start an airline company. He was flying with friends, and when they got at the airport, there was no plane to pick them. The plane that they booked had few passengers, and so the airline could not afford to incur that loss by carrying just few passengers in a plane that could take more people. So they decided to cancel the flight until further notice, until it was fully booked. And so Richard Branson got angry and he told his friend, hey guys, how many of you here are ready to contribute an X amount of pounds so we can be able to hire a charter flight that can fly us? A couple of friends shot up their hands and they were able to contribute a significant amount of money. And when he reached out to the airline that rents aircrafts, like, hey, do you, we want to fly. How much can we get one? It's true that the price the airline gave them to rent that particular flight was higher than what they contributed. But Richard, they found a way to get that aircraft, and boom, that was how Richard Branson started his airline. Come to think about that, that was a problem. Every other person was whining and complaining, and like, how could this airline treat us like this? And that is how Richard Branson picked that opportunity and ran with it. And today, he's running one of the most successful airlines in Britain. Come to think about that. That is so powerful. So anywhere you see people complaining, that is always an opportunity to solve a problem. You might not be the one inspired to solve the problem. You could share the problem with somebody who can find a solution to it. That is how you start leveraging, or you can start leveraging on the content, on the problem solving economy. That is so massive. That's so huge. That's one of the biggest opportunity that is in Cameroon that a lot of people don't see yet. Okay, look around, walk around, and travel around. Ask people, what are the problems in your community? What are the problems in your region? What are the problems in your neighborhood? What are the problems in your household? People will tell you those problems, and then if you have 100 problems or 10 problems, just pick one of the problems and begin to provide a solution to them, and then you create an employment for yourself. And so, as I conclude with this conversation, I want to challenge you. Check out your notebook, like this one. Take your pen, and then I want you to write down 10 problems that you've seen in your community. Just 10 problems you've seen in your community. And then, out of the 10 problems, pick just one of them and attempt a solution to that again and again, again and again, again and again and again. And then figure out what you can do to help people solving from that particular problem wherever you are. And then find a team that can join you to support that solution. And eventually start solving that problem. And I bet you must have gotten a job for yourself that is very sustainable, that can take you throughout your lifetime here on earth. And so, my friend, that is it for today. I would love you to let me know where you're watching this from and share it to somebody if that makes sense to you. God bless you. My name is Oliver Nshom, and I'm looking forward to see you at the top. And if God wills, we're going to the moon together. So if you're watching on Facebook, uh, you can follow me on Facebook, and then to get more of these kind of conversations and videos. And remain blessed. Have a great day. Bye.